Virgil, the ancient Roman poet, once wrote, "But time flies. It flies, never to be regained." I've started this morning routine, and I've had many in the past. They change and adjust and rotate. I'm really happy with where I'm at now. Basically, I wake up and I walk directly to this sauna and then the cold plunge. And in doing so, past this beautiful landscape, right? We have mountains and just desert below. It's incredible. I've traded the light show in South Florida for one in Arizona. But here's the thing. Because of how I'm wired, I more often ignore this light show than admire or even notice it. I'm always thinking about the pragmatic reasons for what I'm doing. I'm up, I'm awake, because my day will be more productive if I get up early. I'm up because I need to sauna and cold plunge in order to continue working on my body. I'm up because I want to be the type of person who's up early. Good. Check, check, check. Those things are important. But the other day, I had an epiphany that almost brought me to tears. Right? It was simply look around you, notice. But just for the sake of noticing, for the sole sake of looking, of experiencing. It's certainly true that I've worked hard to get to this point, and very rarely do I think about it, right? It's always the ideal. It's always what's next. I'm immersed in the creation, and there's not enough looking back over your shoulder and being thankful for how far you've come. And thinking about that was a powerful thing. And then, a continuation of that is who knows what life will bring? Who knows how things will transform or evolve? I just might very well be in the good old days, the simple times, the beautiful times where I look back and think, man, wasn't that incredible? Think about what you had watching the sun come up over the mountains. You have to stop walking by these things like they're merely a backdrop in a Hollywood set. Actually see them. As the saying goes, be where your feet are. And you might listen to this and think, okay, sure, right? But I have things to do. I have stuff to change. I don't have time for that. I have to be moving. And I get it. In fact, I get it all too well. Some days my life feels 90 miles an hour. Writing, speaking, planning, meetings, growing a business. A few businesses, actually. And it's fun, but it's fast. Very fast. And growth isn't always fast. Sometimes growth is still. It's quiet. Sometimes the growth we need most is reflective. I think sometimes it's gratitude. It's the things we walk by, oblivious to their beauty. And I'm stuck on this point because it's what I need in my life currently. It's the yin to my yang. It's the calm to my chaos. I believe it was Darren Hardy's compound effect. That was the first time I heard this. Truly convinced me to utilize the power of gratitude. To create a baseline of abundance and really understand what's meaningful in my life. Turns out it's not social media metrics. It's not revenue. It's not being liked by strangers. What's most important is the stuff I already have. Okay, that is the baseline. The stuff I'm pursuing every day as I grow and I build, that lights me up. It's my purpose. It makes me happy, but it's built on top of the foundation that means the most. And knowing that, to me, it changes what it means to be alive. Because taking the time to watch the sun come up over the mountains or skyline, beach, neighborhood, wherever you are, your backyard, it's a powerful reminder to us. It's like, one, that life can be fast and fun and chaotic and invigorating and all these high energy, incredible things. But that's in addition to the stuff that really matters, right? Who you are and what's meaningful to you. In my opinion, that's not minor detail. You lose a loved one, everything stops, at least temporarily. You lose your health, everything stops, at least temporarily. Why? Because these things are foundational, they matter most. But just like the mountains, we have a way of taking them for granted. We walk by them, we forget to appreciate those things. Not because we don't love them or value them, but because the other stuff is so vast. The less important things grab our attention like a cat following one of those laser pointers. It just seems like the obvious thing to do. I think these reminders, when all is said and done, will mean the most because they'll prompt us to recalibrate and hold tighter and further appreciate the things that matter. The way the game is currently set up is that we take things for granted until they're taken away from us. We don't see their value until their absence creates a gap. Then we feel the pain. But the things we love most don't need to be camouflaged in the background of our lives until they're taken away. Let's see the world as it really is. Let's stop walking past the things that matter. This creates a sense of self-worth and contentment and fulfillment that we can build on top of. It's like, yeah, I'll go build my business and I'll take the risks and I'll push those boundaries because of how lucky I am to have the opportunity. I'm not bound by any outcomes here because the essentials are checked, because I've already arrived. To me, that provides the freedom to evolve. Not out of a sense of lack, but rather because the world is so abundant and beautiful and inviting. Because there's so much value within you that it would be crazy not to share it with the world. And when things don't go the way you want them to, it puts your suboptimal outcome into perspective. Life changes when you navigate the world with a framework of abundance. When you're not seeking contentment, but building on an already existing foundation of contentment. The day is yours, the world is yours, and that makes the intricacies mere details in a gift you're already living. Time will never be regained, so cherish it. Value it. See each passing second as a chance to cash in that lottery ticket you already have. Not as an obligation or a requirement, but a miracle long in motion.